So hi everyone, welcome back to Brook Valley Life, or hello for the first time. Haven't done much videoing lately, mainly because I cricked my neck when I was putting together our new chicken run. So it's just an extension to the one, and for some of you out there I will do a quick video on how that's going. Plus I've got two new members of the family, and what I'll do is I'll put that in the same video so we can show you who we've got. So this video, ILF comparison video again, and in this video we are actually looking at an oldie but a goodie, even older than the Hoyt Matrix that I've already done. This is the Hoyt Aerotec. This was, I think, don't quote me, but their first bridge riser. It's supposed to make it stiffer, and if you were to cut that off there and there and look at it, it looks very similar to the Hoyt Matrix. It's quite a heavy bow. As I said, I bought this second hand when I was back in the UK, so it must have been around 2008, 2009, so it was already second hand then. So you can guess this is nearly getting up between 18 and 20 years old already. It's a nice red and black colour, normal ILF pockets as all of these are. I'll do a closer look and show you all the bits on it. For a riser that's this old, it's fared quite well. I use this one, hopefully you can see just there, it's got some foam tape, and this is the riser that I actually use for my clout shooting. Works pretty well. So let's have a quick closer look at this and then take it outside and do all the checks. We do all of them, and just to see how good it is still after this long. So here we have our next ILF riser, and some of you may recognize this, the older people here. This is actually the Hoyt Aerotec. Now this was one of their first newer risers when they started coming out with really good risers. This riser I bought when I was in the UK, secondhand off eBay, and yeah, it was a good deal at the time. I already had my Nexus and I just wanted another, well, it was for my son, but it turned out it was quite heavy. So I've used this bow, and as you can see at the front here, just there, I put some foam tape and I use this as my clout bow. Yeah, it's a good bow. So let's have a quick look through it. What is different about this bow? Well, the main thing, as you can see there, it's a bridged riser. Supposed to make it stiffer. Again, aluminium, CNC machined. It's got the good clicker plate that I like, 2 burger holes. The grip on there isn't too bad. It's flattish there, which I like, but it is still rounded. Let's have a quick look on the front. You've got your limb pocket, we'll come back to that. It's got a spot for a damper. You've got your stabilizer hole, and you've got your spot at the bottom for a second damper. On the back, you've got one there at the bottom for some extra weight. You follow it up and there's nothing else on there, just the adjusters for the limb pocket. Now, the limb pockets themselves, they just are a normal ILF limb pocket, as you can see, with the limb bolt that can move in and out. We'll put it on the mid position and we'll check when we shoot. The for aligning, push pull, so let one loose, push on the other one, and you can move it backwards and forwards to align your limbs. Apart from that, that is about it. Place for your clicker as well, and of course a place for your sight. So good riser. We'll do all the checks, we'll do all the weights, we'll do all the draw weight and all that when we go and shoot it. But here is our Aerotec riser from Hoyt. So we're outside with the Hoyt Aerojet. First things first, let's do our measurements before we do any shooting. So, brace height. Is this going to be the same as the others, or is it going to be a bit less? Now I've just done the Jungsing H7 or the T-bow, and this one is showing 23.5 centimeters or 9 3/8 of an inch, so that's gone down. Top tiller, now this is in the mid position, 20. Bottom tiller, 19.7, so 3mm difference. 19.7 is 7 7/8. Top, virtually spot on 8 inches. So positive tiller, a lot of people like that. Now I've not changed the sight position, I've just bolted it on. I made sure that I'm drawing the same draw length. The limb bolts are in the mid position like I do with all of them. First thing I'm going to do is check the gross weight of the bow itself, which is everything on there. Now I expect this one to be quite heavy because we've got the bracing system on there. So the last one was my heaviest bow, I believe, at 3010 grams. I'll put whatever this is into pounds as well. Yeah, and as expected, 3115 or 3 kilograms 11.5 grams. No, 3 kilograms 115 grams. So 1.115 kilograms, 3.115. So this is the heaviest bow we've come to yet. Next, draw weight. So we've got all our measurements. Let's check the draw weight. I reckon it'll be slightly less than the last one, but more than some of the others. So again, this is going to be in grams, and I'll change it. It feels heavier already. 13.15. So I know that is heavier already. Zero everything. 12.95. Reset. 12.97, so 13. So we'll take 13 kilograms. So yeah, that is one of the heaviest ones I've come to yet. So now let's put a couple through the chrono and see what we get. And I'm gonna have to put this on a bit of an angle here because I've got a big pile of stuff, or I can just move back there and fire it through actually. So I'll just move you, and I believe I'm videoing that end. Tab on, and I'll put 3 through. One 162. I can't see it from here. I've got to go up and have a quick look because there's a camera in the way. $159. These are some of the fastest it's been. You can definitely feel it's heavier bow. $159, consistent. Right, let's take this all back to 18 or 18.5, wherever I go, and see what we get. So we're back here at 18.5 meters. Everything's set up as it has been on all my other tests. Same limbs, sight, clicker position, yeah, same stabilizers, same arrows. So these arrows will most probably go a little bit stiff, as I've all said through all of these. So let's put some down, see what I think of it. Already know it's heavy, so therefore the vibration is going to be a lot less. Plus it's got the brace as well. Right, hopefully they hit the target. Middle target again. Now, that's a middle target. As you can see, is my knocking point changed. Might be a bit low. Oh yeah, set up for fatter arrows. Again, you've got that low hum. It doesn't feel lightweight, it doesn't feel cheap. It feels a solid bow. Everything's solid on there. Would I prefer a stick-on rest at the moment? Possibly, giving me a little bit of vibration through the rest. Overall, again, another good riser. Solid. Beefy, well made. But the knocking point's way out for this string. It does have its own string with its own limbs when I'm doing clout. No, I was aiming at the low one there. Don't know why. Brain fart. And again, while I'm doing this, I'm concentrating on my form. I'm trying to bring this back and not sticking out there at full draw. And as I'm coming back, I'm trying to engage my back. And when I come through, I'm trying to keep my hand from going that way. And I'm just trying to keep it coming back. So please tell me, am I doing it? I'm going through the quicker really easily. And I haven't changed the draw length. They're all the same. Does that brace on the back make a difference? At higher poundages, I guess it would stop it flexing a little bit, but if you're not shooting higher poundages, do you need a heavier riser? I would say no. Hopefully my form's looking okay. So, the Hoyt Aerotec sounds a bit like a new Cobra golf club. All of you golfers out there as well, or last year's I should say, the Aerojet rather than Aerotec. I think I've been calling it Aerojet, haven't I? Aerotec, this is the Hoyt Aerotec. That's me getting both mixed up. don't have either. However, good, strong, solid, well made, long lasting riser. Over time, I'm getting a little bit of rust on the bushing at the top and at the bottom. That's just from rain. There is also a bit coming up on the limb bolts themselves, so they were supposed to be stainless. Stainless isn't stainless as it used to be, it still rusts. And of course the other thing is, if you get any shards on there, if I've been grinding in my workshop where I keep my bows and I get some normal steel on there, it will rust. It's like if you use mild steel tools with stainless connectors, they will rust because you will put some of the steel onto them. However, the bow itself, for something that's nearly 20 years old, great bit of kit. Let's go down the other end and have a quick look. So I've got the sun up high, so if I'm squinting a bit. This one here was where I was aiming here, all the others I was aiming there, and as you can see, if my knocking point was set, that is a pretty good group, so you can tell that these arrows are now coming in to being tuned. The sender shot's out. I didn't want them, I've left the button and the rest where they were for my clout arrows, which are slightly thicker than this, and I think that's what's causing them to go that way a bit. Plus the spring tension on the plunger will be a bit harder, that's why they pushed them that way. We will be looking at micro tuning, so spring plunger tension, the adjustment in and out of your plunger as well, just to get your arrows spot on in the center of your group. So this was aimed there, the others were aimed here, but as you can see, the group itself, not bad for an untuned bow. So the Hoyt Aerotec itself, any good? You've got to say yes. 20 years old, still shooting well. I know when I did the World Masters Games in 2017, the guy in the group under me was an ex-New Zealand Olympian, and he was shooting a Hoyt Aerotec that he'd been shooting at the Olympics. So, and he won by miles over everyone else in his group, and I think overall as well. Yeah, it's a great bow. It's solid, it's heavy. Would I recommend it for a beginner? Possibly not, just because of the weight. I would go for something a little bit lighter, but as you progress, if you can find one for a really good price, I would definitely buy it. Hope you've enjoyed this video. It's coming to the end of my risers that I own for all the tests. Anyone who wants to have a riser reviewed, let me know. I'll see if I can get hold of one. Any company out there wants any of their budget ones reviewed, I'm more on the budget than the high cost ones. Again, when this came out, it was a top of the range riser, like the Matrix, like the Nexus, but now I'm looking at more budget stuff for everyday archers. So if you've enjoyed it, let me know. Hit it in the comments. What are you shooting? Why are you shooting it? Do you like it? Do you want to try something else? The one thing I didn't talk about on this was the grip, and the grip is not bad. It's a Hoyt grip, came with it, and it fits my hand nice. It's not as good as the Tebow H7 or the Nika, but for a Hoyt grip, very, very good. I will catch you next time. Keep shooting, it's the only way you'll get better. We're coming into autumn here. I'm in t-shirt still, and it's quite warm today. It's been very chilly, so fingers crossed everyone can get outside now, do some outdoor shooting. I will catch you next time. Bye bye.